Okay, back for part 2 of pizza dough. It's been 17 hours, so a little over my 14 here on the sourdoughs. I'm gonna just do 2 of the 3 that I did. I'm gonna leave the third one an extra day just to see kind of what happens to it. I'm doing some experimenting, but now I'm going to work with the regular all-purpose flour one, and then also the Vitasana Double Zero. So we'll take a look at both of these. Start with the all-purpose. Just take this off, and I should be able to just grab the dough. It's risen a bit. Should come out in one nice piece like so. That's great. I no longer need the bowl, but using my scale now, I am going to scale this out into equal size dough balls. I'm going to get some Semola flour on hand here just to from sticking. Turn the scale on. I'm going to go for around 150 grams. And every bowl is just going to get just a tiny bit more so I don't waste. Should be pretty close to the same size. The next stage is rolling the balls individually. My favorite part. Punch the air out. And then we're going to fold it in on itself. And once you've done that, same thing that we did in part 1 with the large part of the dough. I'm just going to spin it like that to get this nice little dough ball. Helps give the dough some structure. Okay, so the next stage is going to be leaving these out for a minimum of 4 hours at room temperature to proof. Now, the easiest way to do that is I usually just grab a big sheet pan like this, just lightly grease it with some olive oil. Myself lots of space here for you guys to expand if they need to. Expand a little bit, but not too much. Lay them on the sheet pan. So. lots of space in between. I'm going to do up the other dough, lay that out on here as well, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, all my dough balls are rolled out, ready to rock, ready to go for proofing. So next what I'm going to do is really easy. So I'll set it out for proofing for minimum 4 hours. I like to have to cover it, so I dust the tops of each dough ball with a little bit of the semola flour. Could be regular flour, but the semola. And then at this point you can cover this with plastic wrap, or if you're fortunate enough to have another large baking sheet, you can just take another one, invert it, place it on top like that, and then just kind of set it out of the way. You know, regular room temperature, somewhere in your kitchen where it's like, you know, a little bit warm. You don't want it to be cold. If it's cold, it's going to inhibit the rising of the flour. Okay, so that's the end of part 2. I'll be cooking some pizza 4 hours from now. So I'll put another video basically taking you through the ins and outs of how to bake pizza in your standard oven at home using a pizza stone. And then later this week too, I'll have some other techniques where I'll show you how to do a stovetop pan pizza.